Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle. We are almost at the end of October, the 22nd of October to be precise, and the league table is very good reading. It is the Friday evening. The first match of the weekend has taken place. West Brom have beaten our closest rival Crystal Palace, which means in today's episode up against Brentford, who kind of have fallen off a little bit, we can go I say 1 point clear really, because Fulham might win their game as well. In between episodes then, we've played 6 games in total. We started off with a 2-1 victory against Sheffield Wednesday. Joey Martinez and Sebastian Vassiliadis with the goals for us. Against Blackburn, Oliver Batista-Meyer scores his first goal for the club as a right back. Yep, played him as a right back. Also, Johnny Panzo and Joel Linton get themselves injured. Against Cardiff, 3-1 here. Obafemi, Martinez and Baba Rahman. Then we stopped scoring goals. A 0-0 draw with Birmingham. A 1-0 defeat against Bristol City. And then we started scoring goals again. It was 2-0 against Oxford. Joey Martinez once again, and Anthony Robinson scoring his 4th goal ever in his career. His 4th goal for the club as well. So as I've mentioned, that does mean we are top of the table. An interesting stat that you will notice: Omar Abdulrahman has 5 assists. Abdulrahman also is the second highest average rating. Jetro Williams, I don't know how many matches he's played. He has played a fair few. Okay, he's played 11. He's doing bloody well. That's impressive. Baba Rahman also up there, 3rd on the assists chart, and top goal scorer in the championship is Joey Martinez. Who says that Joey Martinez wasn't a good buy? I want to find you, because you're wrong. He wasn't a good buy for Everton, but he's a good loanee for Newcastle. Time for the match then, up against Brentford, currently managed by former Newcastle and Sunderland manager Steve Bruce. He got sacked in 2020 season, so clearly didn't last very long, did he, at Newcastle? He's doing pretty good at Brentford. We are obviously doing very good as Newcastle. I want a win. This is going to sound really obvious and really stupid, but I want to just win. I want to go up champions. I want a trophy in my cabinet. I want to go into the Premier League, finish 16th, get sacked because they're expecting Europa League, but that's what happens after the second season. We don't last more than 2 seasons at a club. The starting lineup then for the Brentford game: in goal will be Martin Dubravka, John Suter, Tosin and Jasper van der Jasper will be the back 3. Emil Krafth and Baba Rahman will be the 2 wing-backs, with Sean Longstaff and Sebastian Vassiliadis as the central midfielders. Omar Abdulrahman will be continuing as that attacking midfielder, with Joel Linton and Nicholas Monasterio as the 2 strikers. At some point, Joel Linton will need to be substituted because our assistant manager or fitness guy has said, given 75 minutes. With that in mind, maybe we put Jamie Vardy on the bench. I mean, he's not played a huge amount of football. We'll do that. I'm not sure who for. Let's get rid of Almiron. We don't need Almiron. Jasper van der Werf, by the way, is playing as that left-sided central defender, because Johnny Panzo, he's just come back from an injury, so he's not recommended to play a full 90 minutes. And I thought, why bother giving him any time? Maybe we'll bring him on for the last 20 minutes or so. Not going to lie to you, the start of this season has gone a lot better than I was expecting. I was thinking we were going to be like 7th or 8th at this point. We are 14 games in, currently sat top of the table. There is a highlight for Brentford. Henry with the ball. Rico Henry crosses in. Norgard goes for goal. Dubravka doesn't even wait for that to go behind. He just assumes it's going to. Yeah, I was expecting to be around the 7th, 8th place mark. To be top of the table after 14 games is probably expected for a team as good as Newcastle, but for me as a manager in this game, wasn't expecting it. Carles Perez with the ball. Jensen plays it off to the left-hand side for Rico Henry. He's got some space to run into if he can get round his man. Edge of the penalty area for Rico Henry. Keeps going, crosses in. Ollie Watkins is there. We're 1-0 down. 15 minutes on the clock. We've dropped down to 2nd place. This has not started well at all. Don't be one of those games. They've scored without having a shot on target. How has that happened? 25 minutes now on the clock. Throw for Brentford again. We are getting none of the ball at the moment. Throw and take it with the ball. Mathieu, maybe. Inside to Jensen. Plays it back to Janssen. Not Jensen, to Janssen instead. Over the top. Finds Mathieu once again. The right back in on goal. It's a questionable save from Dubravka. It's going to be a corner for Brentford. We need to turn something on because we are clearly not doing something that we've normally been doing. Jensen's corner comes in. Tosin heads clear. Abdulrahman now can break, but we don't see any more of the highlight. I need to give him a shout. I need to do something. Demand more. We're actually doing okay. I say that as Brentford suddenly have 5 shots. Mathieu with a throw for Brentford. 2 minutes to play of the first half. We have done absolutely nothing in terms of highlights. Norgard the Brentford central defender possibly with the ball. Jensen back to Norgard once again. Matthews on the right, plays it all the way across to Rico Henry on that left-hand side instead. Crosses in. Carles Perez is going to keep it in play. Goes back. No, he doesn't. Babarahman has stolen it away. Are we going to break? We're not. We're not going to break because Babarahman just plays it straight to a Brentford player. Matthew crosses in once again. Header clear from John Souttar. Rico Henry in the area. Benrahma with the ball. Saeed Benrahma has made it 2-0 to Brentford. This is our worst performance all season, and we lost a match already to Bristol City. This is worse. We've just collapsed. We've just absolutely collapsed. It's 2-0 at half-time. Our assistant manager says that we need to be angry with them, so I'm going to do that. Where's your passion, lads? Do you even want to win this match? People looked fired up and listened keenly and seemed motivated. We're not going to do any changes just yet, although we will need to do something at some point because we've done absolutely bugger all. Pembele's throw, Watkins heads forward, Benrahma's in the area. Is it going to be 3-0 early on in the second half? Dubravka has the ball at his feet to Tosin, back to the goalkeeper Dubravka. What are we doing? What is this highlight? What's happening here? The goalkeeper kicks it forward, finds Vasiliadis. We need to find at least one of the strikers because so far, I don't think either of them have even touched the ball. Vasiliadis back to John Souttar, the Scottish international. Vasiliadis and Souttar and Tosin finally lumps the ball upfield. Header forward though. Omar Abdulrahman nicks it away. Babarahman. Now Vasiliadis. We're passing it around, slowly making way forwards. Babarahman. He's got some space if he can get round his man. Go on, buddy. Stops instead, tries to cross it in. Rico Henry controls it, smashes it upfield. It's going to come back though from John Souttar. Down that right-hand side to Emil Krafth. The Swedish international, is he going to get round his man inside instead to Abdulrahman? Takes a number of touches into the area. He's got some options. He's gone deep to Babarahman, and Babarahman has scored a header, an unmarked header. The left-back has made it 2-1, his third goal of the season. That was a very long and very weird build-up to that goal. Right, that's one. Two more to go. Monasterio, not even said his name all game. We have Souttar's throw to Joel Linton inside his own half. Needs to just smash it forward, really. Rico Henry doesn't steal it away. Abdulrahman runs forward, plays it to Krafth. Cross it in, buddy. Is he going to get round his man? He doesn't. Plays it to Abdulrahman once again in the area. Sean Longstaff goes for goal. He tries to do a little dink and instead hits it just over the bar. Longstaff and Monasterio are struggling. Our defence are struggling. What do we do here? We're doing Obafemi for Monasterio. Obafemi scored. Vardy is ready to go, but I'm thinking the pace of Obafemi is probably a better use at this time. It's a goal kick for Brentford towards the halfway line. Babarahman, the Newcastle goalscorer, can run forward though after claiming the ball. Is he going to get round his man? He does. He's got loads of black and white shirts in the box. Vasiliadis is one of them. His fourth goal of the season. It is 2-2. This is a Newcastle performance. This is the type of performance we've been putting on from the start of the season. I don't know what happened in the first half. We clearly didn't want to turn up. Right, one more goal. Gets us our 3 points. Puts us back at the top of the table. We've got 20 minutes left to play. Going to give him a get creative. Going to probably do a sub with 10 minutes left. Joel Linton off. Vardy on. We've got no real creative forces on the bench. Van der Werf is coming off for Panzo. Final substitution. I mean, the Panzo thing is just to get his match fitness up. It's looking like it might be a 2-2 draw. 4 minutes of injury time and nothing is happening. It is going to be a 2-2 draw against Brentford. It's not the worst result. It is not the worst result. Could have been better. If we just turned up in the first half, we would have got something out of that game. We would have probably won the match by 2-1 maybe. But obviously that first half performance was absolutely shocking and Monasterio didn't even have a shot. So Joel Linton had 2 shots. Monasterio didn't have a single shot. Obafemi and Vardy also didn't have a shot, but they didn't really get the chance. Well, that draw then has meant we have dropped down in the table. Babarahman needs a break. It's fine, he will be getting a break at some point in the near future. Joe Martinez, by the way, I completely ignored it. He's currently injured. That's why he wasn't playing in that game. So we've dropped below Fulham. So we've got Reading up next. Let's have a quick look at what the potential next episode is going to be. I'm going to pick it depending on position. It's Crystal Palace, isn't it? It's going to be up against Crystal Palace. So we're going to have Reading, Rotherham and Barnsley in the middle. When we return for the next episode, it will be 3rd place Crystal Palace. Hopefully we can get 3 more victories, 9 points, put us back to the top of the table. If things go to plan, I'm not quite sure. We can only hope. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I'll be back tomorrow with a match up against 3rd place Crystal Palace.